Well, hello everybody. This is Fibro Jedi, aka Lotro Family, and this is episode 5. We're making progress slowly in my Warden series. So hi there from Waymeet. I have moved on a little bit since the last episode. Reason being, I want to practice. I also want to enjoy playing this character as well as recording. So we haven't gained any new abilities in the one level I've gone up since the last episode. So what I will be doing in this episode is we'll be picking up. Well, I've picked up the epic. I did that by accident. I didn't mean to. We'll pick up the epic storyline a little bit, but I'm going to do some of the side missions, quests here. This mission quest thing. We'll pick up a couple of regions where you can go for deeds in the Shire, and we'll get plenty of Gambit practice in. So I will not be speaking as much as previous episodes. Some of this series will just be gameplay. And we will just enjoy the ride. So here we go. So I'm at Waymeet because that's where one of the side quests took me, and so we will be speaking here to Dora Brownlock. Let's get started.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
Peony sent you to help me, Lamuna. She's a sweet lady and a good friend. I'm glad to have your help. Yes, the wolves came slavering near to Waymeet recently, and I seemed to head straight for my farm. It was all I could do to escape Waymeet without them noticing me.
Would I take a moment of your time?
When the wolves drove me off my farm, I didn't have enough time to collect my babies. My poor darlings. What was that? My chickens, of course. Her babies are her chickens. If those wolves had gotten hold of them, I just don't know what I'll do. You can save them for me, Lamuna. I just know you can. Follow the road up north through the hill and out of Waymeet, then take the first stone path to your right. You'll see a sign for my farm at the correct crossing. Quickly, you must save my little darlings. Her babies are her chickens. Fair enough. Okay, Dora Brownlock's farm is north of here, and it is there's 2 points of interest if you are deeding in the Shire, which between episodes I will be, because I want the series to be focused on leveling and the epic story progression with a few of the side quests as I feel as we go through. I'm quickly popping up this hill because I want to make sure that we pick up on route rowan branches and other crafting materials. Oh yay, a drop of sticky resin. I need that for my blog post. Haha. These videos are going to be kind of in a stream format, so they are quite relaxed and chilled. And so we will just enjoy the ride, playing our Hobbit Warden here. So Dora Brownlock's farm is part of the deeds for Farms of the Shire, you'll be shocked to know. It is also one of the main places where you can kickstart or continue the Wolf Slayer deed in the Shire. It's near to the highest concentration of wolves, which in another amazing turn of events is called the Wolf Den. So you can kill, assuming you're not, trailed by a whole load of hunters, then you can yay chicken, then you can pick up some of the wolves here. Also good farming for light hides, which drop from these wolves like so. We only have to rescue 3 chickens, despite there being far more than that on the farm. Apparently that's enough to keep her farm running. The one thing we have learned about Warden is you have to really vary the different combinations of keys you're using so that... Is that the leader? Yes, but it's not a quest. It's not a named mob leader, right? So that you, and I'll show you in a minute, so that you trigger the deeds. The class deeds for the warden. So once I get off the farm, so I'll just take out some more of these wolves just because I will want the wolf slayer, and I'm not currently being trailed by a hunter or a mini, which is the other one that you can sometimes get the range for. I need to see what that gambit does. Oops. Ranged foot. I still find the idea of a ranged foot ability slightly amusing. Probably more than I should. So you see, the two taunts give a damage over time, light damage over time, which we did discover in the last episode at least. The one thing we don't have yet, which I really could use, oh, I may as well use these agility foods before I get so over the level that they're no longer of benefit. So much crying and screaming. Right, crying and the shouting method. Because some of the warden abilities have cooldowns, I found in my very meagre practice between sessions that, so for example, when you go in here with the shield bash, you want to have a little bit, you need a whole second between uses. Oh, there's the aggroed one. So you can trigger the gambit. So sometimes you have to sort of go in, shield bash, pull back a little bit, go in and shield bash, then you get your gambit there, which is like defensive. The one that triggers this, the partial, the parry chance, block chance, etc. Okay, those are just piggies, which although they are good for light hides, are nothing to do with deeding. So, yeah, now I am sort of free of wolves. I'll just pull up here the... So, what we've got here for the class deed here, efficient thrust, strike with quick thrust or quick toss. That's easy because that's just a normal builder for a gambit. Know your enemy, strike with goad. Again, here is a warden's taunt, but you need to use... Is it 2 warden's taunts? It might be 2 warden's taunts. Triggers a goad. See if I can find it. So, goad, yes. So 2 warden's taunts. Get my tongue gear. Right. 2 warden's taunts trigger the goad gambit. So you need to try and vary it to be able to get these class deeds. Strike with defensive strike is the 2 shield bashes at this level. That's the only one you've got that triggers that. Yes, okay. So let's head back to Dora, who is down here at the foot of Waymeet. And how are we doing for the Shire Wolf Slayer? Halfway to tier 1.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
You saved my chickens! Thank you so much. I don't know what I would have done if the wolves had gotten my darling Rosie, or my precious Georgie, or my lovely Dottie. It's a farm. Don't name something that's going to become food. Someone needs to do something about these wolves, and I think that someone is you, Lamuna. Of course it is.
I trouble you for some help.
I don't know that I can go home until I know those wolves are gone for good. What did they come to my babies again? You were so brave to rescue my little darlings. I'm sure you could do something about the wolves. The awful beasts that attacked my farm came from the north. There must be a wolf den somewhere among the hills north of my farm. Oh, please hurry. I really would like to go home soon. Every character I do a dialogue for will have a cold. Never mind. So, remember from... well, you might remember, I don't know, from the previous episodes, that your gambits are not mob specific. So if you start a gambit on one mob and he dies, so long as you move fairly quickly on to the next one, you can continue your chain, your gambit chain and builders. Which will be very handy when we get to like real groups of mobs. Oh look, just a lone wolf here. Let's get rid of him. There we go. And yeah, with the wolf den, with the wolf slayer deed, Dora Brown Lost Farm, as you can see, it has already repopulated. So it doesn't really. If you need to farm for wolves here, either to want their hides or for the Lotro points that are available, then this is one of the best points, assuming you're not being followed by someone else who has the same idea. Right. Let's head up to the wolf den. And it's not just the centre part of the wolf den here that holds the wolves. All the way around the hills of the den are more. So although obviously there's a higher concentration the closer to the den you get, there's plenty around the hillsides. And this mini quest chain here sends you up north several times, so you don't have to clear it in one go. If you do the whole chain, you'll end up coming through or near this wolf den again after this one. So we should at least have no problem clearing the first part of the Wolf Slayer deed simply by doing... Let's try and aggro mob one by doing this quest chain and not worrying about the deed itself as such. Could really do with something that helps with my injuries here. We don't have any sort of break free of control or recover from injury ability yet. I'm not even sure I have a food that does my... I need to see when my mushrooms miraculously repairs an injury. Yeah. It is a little bit button mashing. Still haven't got my teeth in. Button mashing. So there you see, we aggroed 2 wolves there, pulled off a couple of gambits, and there's a lot appears up here for the different buffs that you've got. Oh look, we did the Wolf Slayer deed. We need to go back and see Dora. Okay, so we need to go back down south to Waymeet. So we may as well just take out any wolves we spot along the way. Ha! I did a combination that didn't trigger a gambit there. That's going to be the memory thing for me with my not so great memory. So what I did there was a Warden's Taunt plus a Shield Bash, which actually didn't lead to any gambit. So you kind of have to deprogram your brain from doing things that may not actually lead to gambits, else you're kind of wasting an ability, as far as I can see anyway. Right, we're going back down to Waymeet. But there's absolutely no problem here. I'm not even in that great a gear on this character. This is just pick up quest given gear. The only thing I have is the crafted Rowan spear and the crafted Rowan javelin, which I think we might have done in the previous episode. Oh look, we've got another class deed here. Skill and power. Strike with deft strike, which I've done once, which means I have no idea how I did it. How do we get to deft strike? Ranged deft strike, and because we're on into the fray stance, I think I must have done it with this. So deft strike is 2, in this case, quick thrusts. Ranged deft strike doesn't apply in this stance, so we are using we're not doing assailment stance, we're doing into the fray. Mostly because I think I'm going to be more comfortable in this particular case. Not going with ranged, except where oops, got my fingers in a twist there. I'd like my heal over time to come back, so let's trigger the gambit on there. There, so you can see up here, tier 3, we've got it went too quickly. Enduring shield works, got quite a long cooldown there, extra block rating and partial block chance, so it feels like the quicker you can move on from one battle to the next, the more your builders build. There we go. Right, where's Dora? Still got to go way south. There were more wolves around this bit than what I remember. I seem to have that habit of going for that gambit. It's because I like the heal over time, risk aversion thing. But we do need to be able to clear the class deeds at some point. We need to switch it up and vary it a bit. Right, so... oh, wood. Because I'm not going to be doing everything on stream, I need to make sure I pick up enough crafting materials so that when we finally get to a level of being able to leave the Shire, I'm not behind on my crafting. Oh yay, level up. And loads of gumph, right, that awaits you because... yay, free lottery points. What deed would I just... epic battles await. Add it to my to ignore list. I've never done epic battles. Right, so we made it to level 10. Have we got a class point yet? We have! Yay. Right, so we're on the determination front here. So, evade rate, extra evade rating from Warcry. Warcry? What is the Warcry, do we think? I don't know. Oh, not earned. It's an extra gambit. Increases evade rating. Okay. Or we can go for a bit more persevere gambit line healing and damage. Let's do that for now. Let's not add another gambit while I still haven't got my head around the current ones properly. Now what we've got here, which I knew was going to happen because I just had to roll another ward and I'm enjoying it too much. But then I stopped when I realised this was happening. Oh, lovely! I might just take a picture of that. Remember to stop and stare even when you're doing something that benefits others. So, what we've got here, and I haven't looked any more than the fact that I've gained them, is we've got allows gambit change mid-stroke. This skill removes the last gambit from the gambit panel. And this one resets the gambit panel. So I suspect I should probably keep these on keys that I can easily reach. So if I, or more accurately when I mess up my gambits, we can reset the gambit panel so that we can know that the next stroke is in fact going to contribute towards a gambit. So you know how we ended up with, I said I've hit 2 keys and they don't actually lead to a gambit. Right, hit reset, which is currently going to be 9 to completely reset the gambit panel, and 0. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to easily do that, quick recovery, because my multitasking brain, or inability to multitask, means it's going to be quite hard for me to remember to do that. If you, I suppose that means if you were on a, it boosts your DPS, but you wanted to have one that improved your healing, you could just take off the last gambit, earn the next one, and carry on in your merry way. I think what I'm more likely to do is use the recovery to completely empty these 5 slots, which are now down here, by the way, so that I know I'm building towards a gambit now. It means I'm not wasting some slots. I suspect that's going to be even more important when I end up with 3 and 4 chain gambits. I'm hoping it's not too vital now at level 10. Right, Dora.
Please leave me to my sorrow.
Thank you for your efforts, Lamuna. We won't need to fear these wolves now that you've killed their leader. What? You didn't see their leader at the wolf den? He won't be an ordinary pack leader, that's for sure. A real leader of wolves must be in hiding. Because that's what real leaders do. Until we do something about the chief wolf, no one in the area will be safe.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Okay, so this then is the end. I think this is the last quest of the chain. There's been a rumour of a scarred old wolf spotted away from the rest of the pack. In fact, across the road from the wolf den, north of my farm. I don't know what might have happened, but I think it's fair to say that the old wolf must be their leader, exiled for some reason. Now I think I've done something terribly foolish, Lamuna. My neighbour, Jolly Smallburrow, is a true gentle hobbit, and I suspect he's something of an admirer of mine. That's an understatement. Unfortunately, I mentioned this wolf business to him, and he swore to take care of it. If you don't mind, would you please find Jolly before the wolf does? I'll feel terrible if something happens to him. You got an admirer into trouble, dear. Yes. Right. So let's pick up the wood across here, which is being guarded very poorly by a pig. Oh, what was this? Ah, this is the... That's new. I didn't see that appear. Fast strike. Melee skill. Ambushes victims and other dazed opponents who are vulnerable to a critical strike. So that would be in the middle of fighting. Okay, so that's a new ability we have here. It's a 41 to how much? 41 to 49 damage at the moment. And ambush. When given time to prepare, a warden can deliver a powerful opening volley. 47 to 49 common damage. So these are suddenly much bigger damages. But this is not a gambit builder. It's just a ranged skill. Ah, ranged skill. Right. I was going to put all my ranged skills up there. That's a melee skill, so let's move that to the F key so I have easy access to it. So let's just try this out. So I do that. Ah, it's a stun. There we go. So that one has a chance of stunning. And has a 20-second odd cooldown. 5-second knockout. Oh, it doesn't even say chance of knockout. I guess it depends on the resistance rating of the... I didn't pick up the wood. The resistance rating of the mob you are trying to attack. Which pigs apparently not too bad. Not too good at resisting. Right, so now we're going to go to... north because we want to find Dora Brownloch's admirer. Try not to take too long over it. It's such a challenge doing these videos. I'm enjoying it, really enjoying it, but to not try and kill everything along the way. But that's why I'm going to be probably between this video and the next. I'll do a couple of deeds and do a couple of the side quests, so that I can have time playing, but also so that you're not just watching me kill things all the time. We get some of the story, or stories more accurately. I'm unashamedly going to still collect crafting materials along the way. It's easier than riding around when all the mobs will attack me at this point. Right, let's not go totally via the wolf den. We've managed to avoid it. Good. So is this Rob Smallborough? Was that his name? Jolly Smallborough. You got a Jolly Smallborough. Why don't we upgrade to a bigger one?
What do you need?
Dora was worried about me, truly. Perhaps she does have feelings for me. Well, to tell you the truth, I was a little worried myself about what would happen once that wolf showed its muzzle around here. I felt sure my bucket of boar meat would lure the beast out of hiding too. Ah well, maybe I didn't get smelly enough boar meat. I'll clean this up, and we can go talk to Dora together. Gracious me, what do I do with it? It smells something awful. If you were an archer, you'd want to make food of it. Ooh. It's a wolf. And if we experiment here with that, it didn't actually. It did empty the gambit panel. Yes. Okay. What we missed there was him saying, "Surely Dora will now court me now the wolf is dealt with." Oh, skillful blocking. We've ended up with quite a few extra class deeds here. So strike with shield bash or behind the shield. That's only triggered since we hit level 10. Deadly insult. Insult your enemies and get rewarded. Strike with Warden's Taunt or Warden's Aim. And skillful blocking, which we can't guarantee, of course. Have to do 500 of those. Okay, so let's go to Ms. Brownloch. He said Blacklock. That's from a different. That's from a book, not Lord of the Rings. So where are we at with the Wolfslayer deed after this? You see, we're nearly a third of the way through. And quite impressive survivability. I mean, we are now a few levels over the mob level. What, 3 levels, but not really taking much. Well, we might be taking the damage, but we're healing some of it. At night, you really do see that impressive flourish has fire attached to it. I love that. That's brilliant. I need to try and get a gif of that later. So the impressive flourish comes by doing, can he remember? Unlikely. A shield plus a taunt. So can we trigger that if I do a taunt you, shield bash. Oh, it didn't trigger. Does it have to be shield bash, then a taunt? Maybe. Some of them seem to work whichever way round you do them, but not all of them. Interesting. So watch out for that. I mean, I could be observing incorrectly, and I'm happy to be corrected by people in the comments. But some of them seem to trigger whichever way you do the builder. But it's not the case that all of them do. Right. I'm walking everywhere because I don't want to be mounting, dismounting just all the way through a video. It's kind of pointless.
It's terrible, just
You
terrible.
rescued Jolly Lamuna, and thank goodness. I knew there wouldn't be an old wolf that could do you in, though I'm sure the same can't be said for poor, well-meaning Mr. Smallburrow. I've not yet decided whether to take him up on his dinner invitation. Yes, he ran straight here to ask before you even returned. Of course he did. Jolly's defender. Not really fussed about the cosmetic appearance of any of these. 114, 99, 74, go. There we go. So that completes the wolf deed. Well, the wolf quest chain, more accurately. So there are wolves found elsewhere in the Shire. Bridgefields is another one that Shire quests can take you to. So you don't have to clear it here unless you are purposefully grinding for lottery points. Then you can just keep cycling through these and they'll respawn if you're that kind of gamer, which I'm not. Okay, so what I might do is I might call this episode 5 and move straight into episode 6, and we will focus on the epic for episode 6. So hopefully you'll join me for episode 6. Killed a lot of wolves, saved a farm. Quite a short one here, but that makes it for the fact that the last episode was about an hour long. So until episode 6, everybody, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here shortly. Take care, and thanks for watching.